Hey, I'm Anfa. I'm one of the lead developers and co-founder of the Liblast project, which is a free and open source multiplayer FPS game developed entirely with free and open source software and built in Godot 4 game engine. Recently, there's been another team meeting. There's a few people in a total of 5 people in the core team of this project. There is me, there is Combustible Lemonade, there is Ardem, there is Gilgamesh, and there is Pablinsky. The idea is to have a class-based team game where teams fight over completing objectives. But it's a long way, and that's if you've ever tried to make a game, you know that's a very complex thing to do. There's a lot of moving parts. So we've started out with something simpler. So for now, we have a deathmatch-only game. No teams, it's just free for all. And yeah, this is the current state of the game. We have released a playable version of the game, as you can see right here. And we also have played together during the meeting. And we've had quite a lot of fun. I'm going to show you some clips from that. Right here, and then I'm going to explain all the details about how you can play the game, what to do when you run it, and talk about some things that work and what are the plans and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, now we can let's see how we've been playing the game.
I mean, technically, this is a free-for-all rather than a match.
Yeah. That's like the baseline. Adding classes and multiple weapons and teams
Comes after.
is much more difficult. So
your connection is not that good, Gilgamesh.
Yes, I expected that. But like, you're moving smoothly on my screen, like you're not jumping around. Am I the one jumping around?
yes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh, I got payback. There's so many small things I've implemented over the past few days, and not so small. Like,
I mean, the decals are not so small.
yeah, these are quite visible. But like yesterday, I've made something that if I like go to the game menu and if you aim at me,
Oh, yeah, there's a sleeping.
yeah, and also if you go and start typing in a chat.
But I can see it through walls, so that might not be.
It should slowly disappear. Or doesn't it? Maybe I did not fix it.
Wait, can you start typing? Let me see it.
Also, I found a really funny bug. If you jump up while you're flying your jetpack, sorry, if you start typing in a message in a chat while you're using your jetpack,
An infinite jetpack.
you never run out of it. I mean, you burn through negative amounts of fuel.
Let me see.
I am... Whoa!
There you went. Hello.
That was you!
Yep,
Well,
that was me.
yeah. In many games, shift is like sprint. Oh, someone is on top of me. Oh, it's a ghost player. No, it's not. Gilgamesh, are you white or is it just a color problem? Oh, the ghost player is floating.
I am green.
What the hell?
I think yes, I am green.
I think this is some anomaly with a player that just receives some random packets from an old, I don't know. This is so weird. I think we'll need to introduce some network verification that you are really who you've said say you are, because I don't know, that's so weird.
Yeah.
Clicking slower yields more consistent.
There is some really weird stuff going on.
Yeah.
That is a spawn point, right? Up there?
Okay, so
Yeah, the floating players, because they don't like send commands about movements, they just stay where they spawn, which is in the air often.
for some reason at some height I just crashed. For the infinity. Just, yeah, crashed. Huh.
Oh! Ah, you got me.
I got you.
Instant payback.
Yeah, the frame rate is pretty okay. The latency, I think it's pretty manageable too. I expected a
Oh,
lot
come
less.
on.
I'm focusing. Oh shit. Too late. I think the respawn sound and effect is also a fun thing. Oh! You got me, Arden.
I was killed by 2 people again. Okay, the frame rate is really terrible now. Like, it's
who's that?
unplayable. Yeah, this is unplayable.
I'll get some measurements in a second.
Oh, are you like in the menu, Jan? You stopped moving for a while. I don't know if that was a
Yeah,
lag
I've
or...
just got really terrible frame rate.
Ah, you could try and disable... Oh, you're invisible
I
now.
already disabled the eye candy.
Okay, it's weird because I'm doing a screen recording also, and I have like a pretty consistent poor frame rate, but not terrible.
I'll try to measure it. Let's see.
Oh, you're invisible
Yeah.
now.
Well, it's less than 30 frames per second.
Wow.
Something
Yeah, even
weird
with,
is happening
with
with the
all of us
material.
playing, all of us on screen, you get like 55, 56 FPS.
I think the network has congested or something. I see everyone just lagging around.
Yes, I can see that too. Yep, I see can kill.
But I'm gonna win.
Oh. No.
There's an invisible player. I just see the jetpack and the gun. Oh,
You're
killed him.
You're flying just with no...
Yeah, that's so weird. And now there's one jetpack. What the hell?
And you spawned next to combustible grenade. I'm just gonna...
Oh my goodness. That's so weird.
Victory.
I won by
I think
killing
my game
dummies.
crashed.
It did? So that should mean the server will disconnect, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there's no one moving here. Everybody's dead.
Whoa,
So,
someone flew up in the air, like... What the hell just happened?
I don't know what's happening. Is anyone even connected at this point?
Oh, server disconnected, I just
I
got...
don't think so.
Alright. We've had tons of fun. But as you can see, not everything works perfectly, but that's to be expected. This is like the first version of the game that is more or less feature complete.
More like bare bones playable.
Alright, so when you start the game, you'll see this screen. What you can do is go to Options, go to Graphics, and check full screen or uncheck it, and also enable or disable fancy lighting effects, which may help if you are having trouble with reaching decent frame rates. There is controls where you can change your mouse sensitivity. And then when you want to play a game, there's multiple options. You can host a game, and that is useful if you have multiple computers in a home network, on a local network, where you can press host, and then you'll start a game. And then you can tell other people in your home network or your like office network or whatever to connect to your game. And how they do this is you need to know your IP address. And to find out your IP address, well, I'm on Linux, so I can show you how to do it on Linux. On Manjaro, you just type in IP-addr. And then you see all the network interfaces you have active on your system. And for example, this is Ethernet. Yeah, link Ether. This is loopback, so this is just fake. These are like virtual networks. This is my actual wired network card. So this is the IP address I need to give to my peers in the local network. And when they copy that, then someone else on your home network can run another copy of the game. Oh, it's gonna switch on. Yeah, it's gonna switch on full screen. Okay. Then someone else can run another copy of the game and do play, connect, then paste in that IP address you gave them. You sent them over a chat or something. They can connect, and now they can shoot you.
First blood.
Yeah, so right now I'm playing with myself. Don't take that out of context. And you'll see a few things. Let me maybe compact these two. Oh, yeah, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to compact these two games on one screen. So, what do we have here? We have a basic deathmatch game. A good thing when you're starting to play with someone is to change and customize your profile. So when you go to the play menu and click on profile, you can change your name. I'm going to call myself Orange. And change the color as well. Now if you press escape, you're going to close the menu, and now you can differentiate between the two players. So if I hold tab, I can view the score tab. And there is also a horrific typo in that word deathmatch, but I was doing this late in the night, so I just didn't care. The important part is you were playing until 15 kills and there's two players. Orange has 1 point and Alpha has no points. You can also notice that there is a score, rank, and lead text shown to the right edge of the screen. I can't really do that because... and this shows you if you are... how much points you have, how high on the scoreboard you are, and what is the difference between you and the next best player on the top player. So right now, if you have the lead, I'm going to switch to a different player. You see we have score 0, rank 2, which means we're second on the scoreboard, and gap 1, which means we need to do 1 point to close the gap to the best player. And I've just done that. The sound effects are doubled because I'm playing 2 instances of the game. So that's a bit weird. Yeah. And the game you have jetpacks, and also you can see there's this little icon that shows me that this player is right now in the menu. So if he's not in the menu, it's also possible that if I start typing something, there's also an icon for that. So you can press T to say to your team, actually right now, or you can just go escape to, and you press Y to speak to everyone. This is not differentiated anyway. Speaking to your team is the same as speaking to everyone because teams are for now not implemented. So you can just type whatever. You can see there's also a message, a sound that appears when something's in the message log or the chat log. So that also helps you realize what's going on. All right. So what are the controls for the game? Well, first off, you're looking with mouse look. You can change the sensitivity in profile. Sorry, not in profile, in options, controls, and you can change the mouse sensitivity here. These are stored and restored. You can jump with space, walk around with a WASD, of course, you can use your jetpack with shift. And you can see there's a jetpack fuel amount. It's a yellow bar. It's most useful to jump and use jetpack later as an extra boost rather than just lift yourself with the jetpack, because you're going to burn through fuel fast and not accomplish much. I mean, yeah, you can reach this ledge, but you could just as well jump and use less jetpack to achieve the same thing and have more jetpack to use in a different place. What else we have in the game? We have shell casings. Woo! You can even kick them around. Yeah, these icons are only shown when you're aiming at someone, because if you, like, someone is hidden and you don't see them, it would be silly if that icon would, like, show you that they are there. So only when you aim at someone, this icon shows. What we have awesome blood decals, which I made in Material Maker, which are really fun. That was cool. Blood. We have respawn sound and animation particle effect, which is kind of broken. I don't know why it's doing this little flight afterwards, which is supposed to be just a swirl, but whatever. I'm not gonna, like, it's not a big problem. Yeah, we don't have any reloading. The gun has a spread, so if you start shooting and you shoot faster and faster, it's going to become less and less accurate. You can see my accuracy is greatly diminished. Then if I wait a bit, it's going to return to 0, and now I can shoot much more accurately, so yeah. You can see we have also, like, decals on walls. You can paint walls with the blood of your enemies. Awesome. What else do we have? Oh, you can zoom in the view. You can perhaps and hold Z to zoom in your view, and you can just, inspect some things, take a closer look at things. You can't shoot in this mode, but you can move. Only it takes a while to zoom back, so this is, like, not a very... it's not exactly safe to do on a battlefield. Yeah, you can't shoot because that would be unfair sniping ability. So this weapon is not gonna be... That's pretty freaking accurate if you're not spamming it. Oh, what else is that I'm proud of? The blood splat. So let me show you. Yeah, if I shoot him... Oh, crap. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Maybe I'll do it from up close. Oh, now it's shown. Yeah. You can see this splat, the blood splash animation. This is actually procedural animated shader, which was made with Material Maker as well. Open source software all the way. And yeah, as you can see, it's not a flip book. If you're into VFX and you know how this stuff is done, it's not a flip book. It's not a single plane with like a scaled out. It's actually there's displacement going on. It's unfortunate. It's a bit expensive to render, so maybe I'll have to simplify it, or like we'll maybe have to like introduce an option to swap it out for something simpler if it like bogs down the performance. But it usually doesn't matter. Like some of the particles are super placeholdery. Like these sparks are really cheap and not very good, and like so the decals are like very kind of weird because they're like stretched. That's not perfect. There are small things that are easy to fix, and yeah, I've been working a lot in the past 2 weeks with Combustible Lemonade, and we've done a huge amount of progress on this game, which is exciting. And thanks to that, we can make this first release. So we hope to be able to run a 24/7 public server of the game, and that's going to happen on a liblast.alpha.xyz server. So you should be able to do this. liblast.alpha.xyz. Oh. Yeah, and you should be able to connect to a server that is public server and it's running. I expect a lot of breakage because when we were playing, as you've seen, there's issues like the server doesn't reset scores sometimes, players don't disappear and start floating in the air, and like ghosts start haunting you. Weird stuff happens, but you know it's a natural process. This game is in very early stages, so don't expect much. But if you have a voice chat with your friends, you can hop on the server or run one on the local network and have some fun. Yes, the gameplay is super simple right now because there's just one gun and very basic movements. The jetpack is probably the most interesting part of it. But we were playing like for 40 minutes and we had to like decide to stop because it was really fun. Oh yeah, we also have bullet tracers. You can see from, it's easier to see from a perspective of someone else. There's little, now you can see that you're being shot at. Also, I love the shell casing. And they also fade away, they don't disappear. I was really like proud of this achievement. There's also some fun play with, you know, like shadows and projected lights and decals. And there's also reverb here. This is a little model I made for Portfolio, and I put it in here to like test how it works. And there's an interesting collision issue. If you just walk towards this cylinder, the game can't decide what the hell is going on with you, and you're just zapping around, which is really funny. Oh, there's also a nice exploit if you jump. Oh, I can see something? No, I can't. Yeah, I can see that. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be fixed. That's gonna be fixed soon. It hasn't been fixed yet because it's not a big deal. These particles remind me of Unreal Tournament 3. They had a similar effect, I think, on Respawn. Yeah, I think that's all. There's really nothing else to say. Have fun. All the source code is, of course, available on Gitty. I'm going to show you a link. You can clone the repository and play with the game or modify it. But feel free to report issues in the public issue tracker. You'll need to log in, I guess. So you probably will have to make an account, or I don't know if you can log in with a GitHub account or something. Probably yes. If you have any proposals for features, maybe like hold them or just join the chat on my community chat for Liblast and discuss them with us first, because we have designs in mind and we are working on more complex game designs. It's just a passing stage, so yeah. But we are looking for people who would like to play the game, help us playtest, or maybe even help us make the game and contribute. So if you are a Godot developer, if you know the Godot engine, if you want to help with maybe programming the game and making sure it works as smoothly as possible, if you're into that kind of thing, that would be great. Maybe you'd like to join us and help us code some stuff. If you're an artist, maybe you'd like to help us flesh out the design of the game and then maybe make models, animations, and all the other assets. If you like making textures, maybe you want to work with us on designing environment looks, or maybe you like making maps, whatever. Maybe you're a voice actor. We're going to do some characters here and we'll have to voice them at some point. But yeah, there's a lot of things that we're going to be doing, that we want to do. So all of them will probably come in time. And I've been talking for 20 minutes, so I'm probably gonna just give you all the links and and say goodbye.
Not so quick.
That's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll find Liblast to be fun. We have an ambition of creating a free and open source multiplayer game that is modern, that is finally not built on some super old modified version of the Quake engine, because that's pretty much like 80% of open source FPS games out there, and our 20% are some homegrown engines that had never really developed beyond some basic stuff. Okay, there's Cube Engine, but no one runs on that stuff. So yeah, and Godot 4 is on the forefront of the new technology, and I think it's very exciting, and I really wanted to make a game with that, and I thought this is a space that is lacking. So hopefully we can create a game for all of the free software nerds, and maybe not just free software nerds, to enjoy and also have fun contributing to. Who knows, maybe there's going to be an explosion of mods after this one and forks of this game once we reach a more complete stage. But yeah, that all to be said. That is all we'll see in the future. All the links are in the description of this video and also in the pinned comment, I guess. So you'll be able to download the game. You'll be able to get the source code for the game. And also report problems that you find. But just please first search if someone else reported it for you, because it's pretty possible that will happen. Okay. And if you want to contribute, also there's a link for our community chat where you can join and start discussing matters. Maybe you want to contribute. Maybe you want to playtest a lot. I don't know. Maybe you just want to hang out with us and have some fun and play with us. Yep. That's all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around. Bye.